This is Greg Noyes of Pacific West Home Inspections, and I'm doing a house in Sherman Oaks, and today is Thursday, February 24th, 2015, and I want to go over how to shut off the different utilities. The first one is the water in the front of the house. There's a 1-inch copper line coming up from the soil. And this valve here would be your main shut-off valve. There is a pressure regulator on the house because our street pressure is so high here. We want it under 80 pounds. On your hose bibs, it's missing another little part, and it's called an anti-siphon device or anti-vacuum device, so you don't suck in dirty water from your lawns if you flush a toilet. Now, also there's an old cast iron 4-inch clean out in front, and so that kind of tells me they've had some problems here back 20 or 30 years ago. We use plastic today, so it's kind of a giveaway. So you want to get a sewer line inspection as well. The next thing we're going to look at is the main electrical panel, and we're going to look at that, and it's on the right exterior of the house. Now we're back to the right exterior of the house, and this is where your main panel is. So where it says service disconnect, we call it throwing the breaker. Throw the breaker to the left, and that shuts off all the power to the other ones. Now the labeling here, they're mislabeled. You got a pool pump, pool light, bathrooms, and they should be more descriptive, and I don't think they're labeled right. The cover came off today. The hinges are not adjusted, so that's something else that'll be on the report. Off of the same area, you have your water heater. This is a tankless, and it's a Tagagi. It's a well-known brand. And to change the heat on this, there's a thermostat out here. And if you have a baby or a small child under 2, you want to bring it down to 115, and adults can usually take 120 degrees. So as an upgrade, we always like to see flexible connectors here, and then also insulated. And on the gas line coming in, we like to see another pipe come down, which would be we call a sediment trap. So it's missing those as well. Now we're going to look at the gas meter, and that's on the left exterior of the house. So at the left exterior of the house, we see this oversized gas meter. And the reason why it's a larger one is you're feeding a pool gas heater, and this pipe here goes out to your back area of your house, garage where your pool heater is. The gas line coming up from the street is the valve, the shutoff is right here. You just turn this 90 degrees, this tab, and you'll need a wrench, and that'll shut it off. Then the City of LA requires a seismic gas shutoff valve, and that's what you have here. So the retrofit committee will sign it off for you. So that's the utilities, and over in this side of the house, I noticed an open screen to your crawl space, and then they have a hole through your through the wall here, and it looks like it's like an old gas pipe line. So we'll see what that's all about when I'm under the house. This is the left exterior wall. It's a chain link. When it goes into a wood fence, it's all leaning. And there's quite a few things wrong with the pool. First thing being, there's no perimeter fence, so kids can access the pool from your house. And that is a newer requirement. And also, when they replastered the pool, probably in the last year or so, they did not do it with building permits, because the City of LA requires 2 drain lines, drain covers at the very bottom of the pool, and you only have 1. The sealant around the pool is deteriorated, and they should have done that, replaced that when they replastered. And then the rear drain, the service drain is cracked here, and they didn't replace that as well. So there's a couple things that need to be addressed. The pool light and the spa light failed to operate, and then the there's a auto or a water line at one time to fill your pool, and that's been cut off here. So, and we like to see that for safety reasons. So there you go on your pool, and then look at your garage. You have this massive palm tree right next to your garage foundation. So my recommendation is to remove the palm tree. And there's some trip hazards, uplifted sidewalks, patios in the rear of the house. And the very back of the house there's another hose bib. And again, without a vacuum device, and we'll turn this on real quick. So you see it's set at between 45 and 50, and that's what we like to see. The pressure regulators typically last, that's a device in front of the house, typically last 7 to 10 years. And today I noticed a lot of planes and helicopters flying over the house, so you hear the takeoffs when they make the turn over Sherman Oaks. And garage, you have a couple things wrong with the garage. There's missing 2 handles, one at the lower section and one at the second section above, so you can manually open it up without pinching your fingers. And the garage door is auto reverse is set to sensitive, and they do have GFIs in the garage area, and I couldn't get the exterior lights to work, so there's a switch for it here. So the 2 lights on the side of the house, oh, there's another switch here. Great, so that they do work. And see if the rear one works. No, the rear one doesn't turn on, so we'll have to find out what's wrong with that one there. So I'm on the roof of the main house, and the composite shingles look like they're newer, put in the last year or so. And looking at the service cable, followed up, it goes through a tree, and you want to call the DWP to have them trim back the branches, and so we don't want any branches on the service cable. You can see in the back there's no perimeter fence around the pool area. Then your 2 side fences, perimeter wall or fences, are wood, and a couple of the posts are probably deteriorated, and you can see the wood fencing leaning, so that needs to be addressed. So I'm going to bring the camera around, and you've got a we call a package unit. There's both a heating and AC unit all in one. It's day and night brand, and I think it's manufactured in 1992. The label is a little blurry, and I believe it's a 3-ton unit. It's, again, the label is blurry. Typically these last 25 years, and so this is getting on to the end of its serviceable life. When I go back in the house, I'll do a test the registers, and we're looking for a 16-degree difference where the air comes out and where it goes back in. So I will do that when I get back. So a couple things about a roof. You got some roll 90 weight roofing here. This typically lasts 12 to 15 years, so that has probably another 14 years or so. Then on your composition shingles, they usually last 20-25 years. But the ridge caps, these are the shingles where the 2 rows meet. They go out at 8 to